Good afternoon, everyone out there in YouTube land, and welcome. I am really excited to be here today to tell you about my favorite travel pack. This is the Osprey Farpoint 55-liter pack, 10 liters of which is a day pack, and today I'm going to go through all the details and all the features of the pack with you, so stay tuned. Welcome back to the Gallivanting Gal Travel Channel. I'm your host, Christine Clark, and we are going to be going through all the details of the Farpoint 55-liter travel pack from Osprey. This is my personal favorite backpack. It has been on a trip with me for 10 days to Argentina, did everything I needed to do and more, and I'll be taking it for a year to Europe very shortly. So I wanted to demonstrate all the different features of the bag. For your reference, I am 5'6", and this is the small medium size. There's also a medium large size. So if you want to understand for comparison purposes, I'll be putting it on later so you can see it in action. Now, the small medium is 53 liters rather than 55 liters, so it's a little bit smaller than the medium large. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to go through the statistics for the small medium, but I'll also include the medium large up on the screen. So this is 53 liters. If you want to compare this to a carry-on bag, it's 3,173 cubic inches. Now, if you've watched one of my other videos, I did a comparison of a couple of Briggs & Riley roller suitcases. This falls right in between. So it's right about the same capacity as bringing a rolling carry-on. The day pack, which I'll pull off in a minute, does have a pocket for a laptop up to 15 inches. Now, according to their website, this fits a torso from 15 to 19 inches. The dimensions of the small are 24 inches tall by 13 inches across by 12 inches deep. Now, I've never brought this on as a carry-on, but I have read a bunch of reviews of people being able to get it on as a carry-on and not having any problems with the airlines. Technically, it does not fit the carry-on dimensions, so you may have to consider checking it depending on what the airline says when you go through. Also, the small bag does weigh 3 pounds and 12 ounces. It's a relatively light bag, which is fantastic. So let's take a look inside. First of all, the large backpack has these two clips to hold the small backpack in place, but it also, the small backpack zips in place. So there's this red zipper here, which you can see, and I can unzip the small bag completely from the large one. So you're not really at risk of it coming undone accidentally. And now we have our two separate bags. The small backpack has its own comfortable straps. They're padded, adjusts really easily at the bottom here, and clips into place around your waist, which I can show you a little bit later. Inside the small day pack, we have a pocket up at the top that fits. You can put your phone in there, your wallet, it's good for the day. You can see it goes in as deep as my wrist approximately. If I open up the bag here, we can see it has a nice small mesh pocket. You can also see, if you can see through the mesh here, there is a place if you want to hang keys or something like that. And now here's where they have that laptop pocket. It is not padded to the middle of the bag, however, it is padded on the back. It also has a clip here to keep that pocket so nothing slips out of it. The rest of this is just the main pocket of the bag. So I can show you in here, nothing too fancy, just a nice regular backpack. The other thing I want to point out is there is a place to put your headphones through in the back here. So there's just this little strap with a hole behind it. So you could put potentially your music, your phone or whatever inside the mesh bag and run the earphones up the back so you can wear them. I have never used this feature because I often want to have my phone or whatever I'm listening to music on in my pocket for easier access, change songs, things like that. The other thing I love about this bag is that there is a place for a water bladder. So here in the back there's this pocket which down at the bottom has holes coming out of it. So you could put a water bladder in here and run the tube out so you can drink out of it. So for me, I used this bag as my carry-on and checked the larger bag. You can also obviously use it as a day pack around the city, carry your laptop around in, or to go hiking in. So it's a very versatile bag. It also attaches to the other side of this bag, which I will show you when I put them on in a little bit. Okay, let's start on the back of this bag. So you obviously have your straps. If you're gonna load this bag really full, it can get kind of heavy. So you can see, you can adjust the chest strap, which is fantastic. So you can clip it around your chest for extra support. It adjusts on both sides so that depending on how you're shaped, you can get it in a comfortable place on your chest. It also has a very comfortable, very large waist strap that is, of course, adjustable. The tops of these straps are also adjustable. I try to keep it as tight as possible because you want the bag up as high on you. It makes it so that if it's really heavy, it's easier to carry. But you can loosen it down if you need to, which is awesome. And then if you're planning to check this bag, a fantastic feature of it, because most airlines will not let you check a bag that has backpack straps. It just makes, they can get caught on things and it can cause problems for security and luggage and all of that. So this has a hidden panel that you can zip over the straps. You can push the zippers down into this little pocket hole here. And now your Farpoint 55 pack turns into a duffel bag, which is a lot easier to carry and a lot easier for the luggage folks to handle. Now let's take a look inside. This thing has tons of space, and my favorite part about it is that the pocket does open all the way. So much like a rolling suitcase, you have full access to everything inside. There are 2 mesh pockets in here. Now these 2 pockets are another thing I love about this bag. They're easy to see, so if there's stuff you want easy access to or you need to know exactly where it is, I like to put things like my intimates and stuff in here if you're not using packing cubes. They're large enough and take up the entire front panel of this bag. The inside pocket is pretty standard for any type of travel bag. It has straps to keep everything down so you can compress things a little bit, fit a little bit more in there, and there's nothing else taking up any space in this bag. It has a nice firm back that's padded, and you don't have, of course, since it's not a roller, you don't have those beams running through the pack that would take up space. You should just know that the large bag itself is 43 to 45 liters, depending on if you get the small or the large version. The day pack has the other 10 liters in it, so it's not, the Farpoint 55 is not a 55 liter bag with a 10 liter day pack. It's a 45 liter bag with a 10 liter day pack, or 42, 43 if you have the small version. Okay, so we've gone through all the pockets in the bag. Now I want to show you how it fits and how you can attach the small pack to the large pack. All right, nothing too exciting about putting on a small backpack, but I do want you guys to be able to see how it fits on someone who is 5'6". It has straps here, obviously, to pull and adjust. I have to tie them off because they are quite long, so they dangle and get in the way. It has the adjustable straps that go up and down here on your torso, so you can clip it closed, and there is a whistle here for emergencies. I use this day pack all the time, even when I am not traveling, and I would say this is probably the #1 reason that I really want to bring this bag on this long trip, is so that I can have this day pack for getting around the city, if I want to go hiking, because it is just so versatile. Okay, so here we have just the large pack. Now, if I just got it off the luggage carousel at the airport, I would need to unzip this panel on the back here. I roll it up. Let me just flip this upside down. You can fold it or roll it into place. There's a little space for it right at the bottom of the bag, and you can just shove it in there. And it stays pretty well without any need to attach anything or strap it down. Then it just goes on as a standard backpack. As I mentioned, you can adjust the chest straps here. So if I want to wear it up here, or if I want to loosen it and slide it down. It's a little difficult to slide, which is probably good, so that it doesn't just slide around on you. So this is as low as it gets, so for me it's easiest to wear it up high. Another really cool feature is if you are out and there's an emergency or something happens, there's a whistle built into the little strap here. Try not to blow it too loud, it is quite loud. Again, you can adjust, there are adjusting straps up here to make it tighter at the top so that the bag is really close to your back, which is typically recommended. And then we have the waist straps down at the bottom. If I'm walking a lot, I like to keep these nice and tight. Otherwise, I don't wear them. Both sides. Clip it in and tighten it. You just pull it to tighten it if you need to. Now, my favorite feature of this bag is if you're going through a city and you don't feel safe, you don't want to have, let's say you have all of your valuables in the small bag, and you don't want to have it attached to the back, your laptop is in there, your cell phone, your wallet, whatever it might be. There are these 2 straps hidden in these little pockets on the straps of the backpack, and you can just pull them out. They're on both sides, and they clip right into the top of the straps here. So you may look a little silly, but you won't have anything stolen from you out of your bag because you'll have it right in front of you. So you can walk through busy squares, train stations, and all of that with a peace of mind that you won't have anything stolen out of the back of your backpack. I should also mention, since I have this in front of me now, that there are 2 mesh pockets here for water bottles, and there's also this useful opening here, so if you want to attach something else to it or hang something off the bag, if you have a lot of stuff, you can do that. So this is the Osprey Farpoint 55-liter backpack. As I mentioned, 10 liters of that is a day pack, and if you're like me and you get the small medium, it's just a few liters smaller than the 55 liters that they advertise. If you have any questions about the bag or any additional features you want to mention, please go ahead and comment below. I would love it if you liked the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll be doing a lot more all about travel. I take off in just 2 days for Europe for a year, so please stay tuned.